What is up? What's up, people? What is up? What is up? Who's here? I see three people logged in. Okay. Can you guys hear me okay? Just put a one if you could hear me. If you could hear me fine, loud and clear. I see my brothers on the line already, not playing. That's what I'm talking about. Support. Who dropped out? Who dropped out? Um, again, whoever's in, put a one if you could hear me. Perfect. Good looking out, big win. Big winning. All right, man, let's get this started. So Panama, right, man? I'm having a blast out here. Been here 2 weeks now. Put out the first content. Big winning. When are you going to Mexico? Man, I've been wanting to go to Mexico. I have nothing planned yet, but I gotta go, man. I can't wait to go. Every time I go to Mexico, I have a blast. I'm actually, I don't know if I'm going to Mexico City first for just a couple, maybe for a weekend or something. But then I haven't been to Belize. This is the only country in Central America that I haven't visited yet, Belize. So for me to complete my Central America tour, I have to go to Belize. So I'm thinking traveling to Cancun. Of course, not staying in Cancun. I can't stand Cancun for a second. Go to Playa del Carmen for like 2 nights, then go to Tulum for 2 nights. Go to I can't even say it right. Balasar. I don't know if I'm saying it right. I know I'm freaking killing it. And then from there, go to Belize and then come back to Panama. Big winning. Is Panama safe? How do you like the women? Man, I think, in every country you go to, there's going to be safe places and places where it's going to be a little dangerous. Of course, you should know better and stay and stick to the places where it's safe. I'm sticking to the places that are safe. I went to a big mall yesterday, Albrook Mall, one of the biggest malls in like Central America. Actually, Latin America, if I'm not mistaken. And on my way to Albrook Mall, there was this neighborhood, bro. That shit looked dangerous as hell, man. I wouldn't want to stay there 1 hour. And I even asked the Uber, like, yo, what is this place right here? And he's like, dude, don't go there, man. Don't go in there unless you with someone from there that's taking you. So just to let you know, like, it's safe, bro. It's safe. But there's gonna be those places where you can't go by yourself unless somebody from the neighborhood brings you. But for the majority, it's safe, man. Everywhere I've been is safe. I walk around everywhere, all types of time at night, and I'm good. And then the women, it's up to your liking. I don't know what kind of girls you like, but there's plenty to choose. And the good thing is that you don't have to. It doesn't have to be from Panama. There's a lot of girls from. I have met a lot of girls from Venezuela, Colombia, from DR. There's a lot of course, this is Panama, so there's going to be a lot of girls from here too. So It's it's a hub, man. It's a hub. There's a lot of people that stop here first and stay here for a while, and they go to other countries. So you know you're gonna meet a lot of people. Right now, I'm having some pineapple, man. This is one of the biggest one of the biggest ups about being here, bro. Fresh food, fresh fruits everywhere. It's definitely a good look. But yeah, man. And the good thing about Panama is it's a small country, bro. Just here in Panama City, it's like what, like 2 million or something like that. Small. So you could just go everywhere. Like in the weekend, you could get majority of Panama City. I haven't been to the beach. Big win and say, how's the beach? I haven't been yet. And I'm probably not gonna go to the beach till like next month because another month is Easter. So Easter is packed. You know how that goes, man. In Latin America, the beach gets crazy during Easter. So I'm not gonna go during Easter. Like I'm already too late to find a place to get the ticket. It's just too much work. So I'm just gonna go like in April. I've been to the joints around the area, but I haven't been to those famous beaches like Boca del Toro, San Blas Islands, and stuff like that. I'm leaving that for next month when I'm really gonna go and spend like a week or something. Pineapple's freaking amazing. Have you big winning? Have you been to Panama? Panama survived, bro. Oh, my dude, big winning says how much was the Airbnb? I'm actually got into a contract with this new thing that I'm doing, and they paying for it. So I know for like a month, it's like 2 G's for a month because I'm in a really nice Airbnb, like super high end. I'm on the 20th floor. I have a crazy view. I don't know if you guys are able to see, but I have like a crazy view on the top floor. So it's really cool out here, bro. Like this is my view. So I'm good, bro. Like I'm actually really good with this joint. But I'm actually getting my new place another month, and I'm getting a nice one, bro. Once everything is signed up, they actually send me the documentation today to sign it. I know you guys are gonna love that one. A nice joint. I would say honestly, like first time you come to Panama, I would say don't come. Like if you're gonna come and stay just in the city, I would say a long weekend, like Thursday to Monday. First time, just to get around, get to know the country, get to know the city, get to know people, go to the hot spots, go here, go there, get the food right. The weather is amazing. It's hot all day. So the Uber is like $2, $3 to move you from one corner to the next, from one point to the next point. So it's not expensive when it comes to that. I mean, there's gonna be places that you go to, like there's gonna be places that you go to, like some of the restaurants in the tourist places are gonna be pricey. Some of the clubs in the tourist places are gonna be pricey, but that's you should know that's gonna happen. But besides that, I would say come for a long weekend. I would say Thursday to Monday first, and then if you depending on how you're feeling, then you come back for a longer time. Cause unless that you only stopping. So basically, if you say I'm gonna go to Panama City for a weekend, you come here Thursday to Monday, and then on Monday you go to Boca del Toro, you go, I mean, to another part of the country, or You go to another country, you go to Cartagena, you go to Medellin, wherever you want to go to. But I would say first do 4 days, man, Thursday to Monday. Fill it out, see how you like it, and then you just tent your stay or you just go to another country. Because the good thing about Panama is that we're right in the middle of everything. Like, and it's a half, man. It's a half. You could you're gonna get flights everywhere. My dude Kilman, what's good, Papa? What's good, Papa? How you doing? How's the art treating you, brother? Yeah, man. Big Winnie said you do you work online. I do multiple things, man. I do this on the YouTube thing, and I also design like backpacks, handbags, and a whole bunch of other stuff, man. I try to stay in the grind. I also do styling for like independent companies and stuff like that. When it comes to like, I come and get their stores together and things like that. I have a couple of hustles that I try to do, and then they brought me in for some specific job, and I'm doing it, and I'm just gonna end up staying. Just chilling like a billing. My dude Kilman Sael in the building was good. Yo, Kilman, when are you getting on that cruise line, man? You need to come to Panama, bro. When are you getting on that cruise line? Yo, Kilman, that video we did in DR, man, people were talking about it, bro. You came out on top on that one. It was the nice one, bro. Next time I come through, we gotta do some more, man. We gotta come up with something. We gotta do when you cooking and doing the whole nine, like explaining the whole situation. We gotta do a good one. Yeah, I'm telling you, this spot is nice, bro. The only thing I don't like is it's a little on the small side. That's the only thing I'm not super crazy about. But it's nice, man. This is my living room. I have a big freaking bedroom. Bathroom's nice. Nice kitchen. You would love it out here. Kilman, look at the kitchen. So this is my kitchen right here. I have the nice fucking stove. It's nice, bro. It's nice. It's nice, and the weather is super hot. So what the people here told me is that it's hot the whole year, and they was telling me like raining season starts in April. I think it's April or May, and it rains for like 6 months. That's I'm not looking forward for that, but they're telling me that it rains and then it rains like really really hard for like an hour or two, and then it stops, and then everybody continues their lives as normal. I know in Mexico is the same way. Like in Mexico City during the summer times, it rains every single day. Every single day it rains in Mexico during the summer. And then after that, it rains and people it just dries out and people just continue their lives as normal. Like nobody cares, nobody's stressing about it. They just continue as normal, man. And I'm cool with that because the messed up part is like if it rains and then everything freezes, like I want life to continue. Like if we need to go out, we're gonna go out. If we need to go have dinner, we need to go have dinner. It is what it is. And it seems like it's gonna be like that here in Panama. Nightlife, nightlife is a vibe too, man. Nightlife is a vibe. I'm not even gonna lie. Nightlife is definitely a vibe here in Panama. But I think it's an acquired taste. I think it's not for everybody though. It's really not for everybody, bro. Like you need to adjust because again, and let me be clear. If you are traveling a professional travel, if you travel a lot and you are able to travel like to multiple countries in Central and South America, and you're used to the way they treat you there, and you're used to the prices, it's gonna be different when you come here. Because I mean, For some, I don't know, in the at least in the places that I've been to, dude, almost everybody speaks English. Almost everyone speaks English. Everyone is like on this Americanized type of thing going. Like it's crazy out here. Like I went to this spot yesterday because just wanted to go to a rooftop. Rooftops are big out here, man. This rooftop is the spot to be. So I went to this rooftop last night. Well, not last night, yesterday evening, and really nice place, man. Amazing view, sun setting, everything off the hook. And I asked for a drink, margarita, man, a margarita, and it cost me $14 for the. To me, that's okay, man. I was raised in New York. I was just living in Miami for the last 3 years, so I'm used to these prices. Like it ain't a thing, you know. But when I look at, dude, we're still in Central America. Like, why the price was crazy to me? I mean, not that I don't mind paying, but again, it's Central America. Like, I just came from El Salvador, where you could get a mixed drink for like what, for like $6. Nicaragua, you get a drink, a mixed drink for like $4. Like what? You know what I'm saying? Like Honduras, you get it for like a mixed drink for like $3, $4. Costa Rica is the. I thought it was gonna be super pricey, and still I was getting drinks in Costa Rica for like $8. So it's really not that crazy. And that was in the tourist spot, like in Jaco Beach, which they know what people go over there for. So I've been all over Central America and South America. Colombia, forget about it. You guys know how that is. It's not cheap over there. So I mean, I don't think that's something that's gonna take anything from Panama. I think Panama is a fun place, so you can have fun, and you just gotta learn how to do it, and you just need to find the spots. But then you're gonna find those tourist places where they really gonna charge you. So I think once you get to know the city and you get those, little spots, you be alright. So make sure you continue watching my channel. Make sure you continue following me on IG. I write Harper ANTL because I'm gonna keep you posted, man. I'm gonna keep you posted with the 411 on Panama now that I'm here. And pretty soon I'm gonna start traveling to all Central America, even though that I've been to all them countries already. I'm gonna start traveling to all them countries like end of the month. No, beginning of the month I'm going to Guatemala for a couple of days, and from Guatemala I'm going to Costa Rica for a couple of days, and I'm coming back to Panama after that. But it's gonna be a lot of that coming up moving forward. A lot of visiting some of Central America. And I'm okay with that because there's not a lot of dudes doing Central America nowadays. Everybody's doing Colombia, Brazil. It's all about the same thing. So I want to give you guys something different, a new frontier. I feel like, there's a lot that could be done in Central America. And it's close, man. It's close to the US. The countries are close to each other. You could take a bus from one country to the next. Because it's also a big difference. Like if you take a flight from Nicaragua to El Salvador, it's gonna cost you like $300. You could take a bus for like $50. Big difference, and you're saving $250 on just on that. You know what I mean? So it's way easier to travel here in Central America than even South. Because if you go South America, you don't wanna take the bus. You need to take a flight. Unless you are like in you going from like Chile to Argentina to Uruguay, Paraguay, like those countries that are super close, you could be able to take a bus or take the ferry. Otherwise, if you're going to travel from like Ecuador to any of those other countries, from like Peru to any of those countries, it would probably be easier to just take a flight. Because, for example, me, I went from Argentina to Uruguay. I took a ferry for an hour, and then I got on the boat for another 2 hours. So it was definitely an adventure, but it's not easy. I saw all the YouTubers that they were taking flights. They're like, man, I'm not going through that. But to me, it was fun. To me, all of that is it's an adventure. It's fun. The one another good thing about Panama, ladies here are beautiful. Kilman said, so that means a lot of content. Yes, my friend. Yes. Like I'm not used to doing lives. This is like my second live this month because I wanna start getting to in the habit of doing like at least 2 to 3 lives a month where I'm able to like, answer questions, have a one-on-one conversation with my peeps, so you guys get to see me like live and ask those questions because sometimes people leave comments on the videos or reach out to me on IG, and sometimes it's hard for me to just stop and answer while I'm working or doing some other stuff. But here on the live, it's easier for me to answer any question, any needs you guys might have, because then I'm just doing verbally, not texting, because texting sometimes takes a little bit more time, especially when you're in the middle of doing something. So that's why I want to make sure, like I really want to make sure that all my subscribers get to the lives and ask their questions or whatever concerns they have, so we create that bond, because it would be way easier for me. It would be way easier for them as well to get whatever you guys need. I Man, I'm always putting this thing the wrong way. So yeah, man, Easter's coming up. I'm gonna spend Easter here. I can't wait to see how that's gonna develop, what is gonna develop to what. Um, I haven't spent Easter like in Latin America in a long time. Like the last Easter I spent in Latin America was actually Mexico, and I went to Puerto Escondido. Puerto Escondido is fire. I've been to Puerto Escondido a couple of times, and both times I had a great time. So this time I'm gonna spend Easter here. I can't wait to see what's gonna happen. I can't wait to experience it. And right after that, I'm moving, and the next day I'm traveling. So it's gonna be a lot going on though, but I don't mind. I'm excited about it. And then DR, I'm coming to DR this year too. I'm coming to DR, like top of the year. I'm thinking maybe sometime October, November, most probably. I'm coming to DR for you know coming to visit. So Kiyoman, be ready. I'm coming through. Make sure you're available so we could go hang out and be about that life, bro. This time I'm gonna stay in the capital, man. I don't know if I'm gonna go to San Pedro. I'm gonna stay in the capital the whole time. I haven't partied in the capital in a minute, man. I don't remember the last time I partied in the capital. Most of the time I've been traveling east. I've been doing like San Pedro, Romana, Higüey, Bávaro, Tomayor, Seibo. I've been doing all the east side of the country, but now I need to stay in the capital for a little bit. Maybe go north. Maybe I'll go north. I don't know. But definitely I'm gonna stay in Santo Domingo for sure. At least a couple of like I don't know. I'm gonna stay in Santo Domingo because there's a there's a couple of people I need to meet. We need to connect. So I'm definitely gonna stay in Santo Domingo for a while when I go. Top of the year though, top of the year. So if you're in Santo Domingo, you one of my subscribers, we could definitely connect when I get there top of the year. I'm about to do this my next live. I'm gonna try to do I'm gonna compare a couple of countries. Like I'm gonna do a versus. So we could really discuss because at this point I'm close to what, like 30 countries so far. About 30 countries I've done so far. So I'm gonna start doing verses now. Like I probably do because my top three favorite so far for last year. I'm not even including this year, but for last year was Ecuador, Peru, and Argentina. Argentina was good for the food. I mean, it was good though. I can't complain. It was good. I wish it was better, but it was good. I just also didn't do their timing correct. I should have gone there in January, but I went there like December. So next time I go to Argentina, I gotta make sure that I go in January because that's the best time to go. That's the top of the summer. So I'm gonna do a versus. Like maybe I'll do Peru. Maybe I'll do Peru versus El Salvador because El Salvador I really like and I really like Peru. So I'm gonna do those two. And then I'm gonna do Colombia versus Santo Domingo. That's a good one because people versus DR. Colombia versus DR. Ronald Marcelo, el mío. Dime a ver qué es lo que tú dices. Chilindrino. Prr. Tú supiste. James Bismarck. Where do you like to visit in Argentina? Where? I mean, when I went there, I went to. I stay in the capital, of course. I stay in the capital for the majority of the time. Then I went to Mar del Plata for like 3 days, like no, 3 nights and two, no, 3 days and 2 nights. And it was a really good time. But the thing is that it was cold. Well, not cold. It was like springtime. But what they tell me is that summertime is when you need to go. It's crazy during the summertime. And then I was looking at Ace video from the time he went to Argentina. It was very different to my video. In Ace video, there was people all over the place. On my video, there was people scattered throughout the place. So I definitely need to go during the summertime. The one thing I can say, James, is that the food in Argentina is unbeatable, man. It's unbeatable. No one can beat Argentina when it comes to meat, bro. And the prices. When I tell you, I had like a steak this big for like what? For like less than $10, bro. And that's including tip and drinks. And when I'm talking about drink, it's not even like a Coke or like a water. It was wine, like fine wine too. Like fine wine. Like I mean, some of those wines that I used to drink in Argentina, if I go get a bottle here, it'd be like $50. And over there, dude, you could get a nice glass of wine for like less than $5. So fine dining in Argentina is amazing and it's super cheap. So I wouldn't mind going to Argentina just for the food alone, just for that culture, the whole culture about the food. I also need to go to Bariloche because I want to go see like the whole culture over there too. Like I know there's a different energy when you go there, so I'm gonna go check that out too. But mainly the food culture is what's up. I mean, in Argentina, they're going through a rough time, but it's an amazing country, man. I mean, I can't complain. Uruguay, I went from when I was in Argentina, I went to Uruguay for 2 nights. It wasn't. I didn't have the best time in Uruguay. If you ask me, I like Argentina better. The things with these things, James, is that you need to know. You need to have a hookup. You need to know the spots because I found out about Argentina that the best place to go is the best night to go out is a Sunday night. They have this I forgot the name of the club. Afro Mama. They have this club that well it's a different by different nights they give them different names. It's just the venue. But the Sunday night party, they call it Afro Mama, and this should be off the hook. Like when I was there, I was like, damn, I wish every day I was here was a Sunday. Like, dude, the whole thing, my whole trip changed after that night. And I was leaving like a night, like 2 days later. So I was like, man, I wish I would have known about this spot, bro. So if you know the spots, man, you're gonna have a great time. And it's the same, it's probably the same thing with Uruguay, because I went out the first night and I had a blast. I had the best time ever. Everyone in the club was saying hi to me. They were inviting me to drinks. The girls were really approaching. They were giving signals. Everything was beautiful. But the second night, I went to this other place, and it was totally the opposite. Totally the opposite. So it changed the whole vibe of my trip. And then the day after I left, so it's all about the having the hookup. So I always say it's important to kind of have someone, people like us that we're doing the traveling, and then we could let you know, like the mistakes we make, we could let you know, like, hey, don't go here, go there. You're gonna have a better time if you come here. So I think it's the best time when you're able to reach out to other people that have done it already, so that you don't go through the same mistakes, because it's a big waste of time. Like, and a trip to Argentina is not cheap. So for you to enjoy just like 1 or 2 nights out of like out of 2 weeks, it's not a good look. The good thing is that the food is good, so you'll be able to at least eat good for 2 freaking weeks. And I think it's the same thing. It's the same thing here in Panama as well. I think I haven't found the right spot yet. I went to this spot on Saturday. No, Friday. Last Friday, I went out to this spot called Santana. So if anybody from that club is listening, if you get to hear this video after, because I'm gonna leave it up. Santana was popping, man. So if you're coming to Panama, check out that club Santana. It was good. The music was good. The vibe, the energy was good. It wasn't a lot of hot shorties in the club, to be honest. I'm gonna be truthful. It wasn't a lot of hot shorties, but the vibe was good, and maybe I'm high maintenance. I don't know. Maybe I didn't find anything that I was looking for, but maybe you might. You know what I'm saying? So, but the club was good, so I might give it another try because I like the vibe. People treated me really nice, so I'm gonna definitely give them another chance. So that's the one spot so far that I could definitely guarantee a good time. But they're telling me about another area called. They're coming. They told me another club called Chill Out. I might check them out maybe next weekend. I might check them out just to get you guys more info about it. Give you the 411 on that spot because I hear it's good, and they have like a lot of performances and stuff like that. So I might come through either Friday or Saturday. I don't know, just to check it out, and then I'll report back to you guys. But so far so good, man. So far so good. I'm excited about my time here. But again, like I was saying before, like I gotta do a couple of I'm gonna do some content surrounding um that. I want to talk about, I'm gonna compare like a couple of countries of the ones that I've been to, because everyone is gonna have their own experience, but I'm gonna talk about my experience when I visited those countries. Because I think when it comes to me as well, man, there's the different things, man, that is gonna make my experience different from someone else. Especially when we go to Latin America. Definitely, I get a different vibe because I already speak Spanish. That's a good thing. Like I look black and I speak Spanish, but I'm Dominican, so I get a different vibe, and I'm also able to hear, like, because when I talk to people in these countries, I start off speaking English, so sometimes they don't even know. So I'll be hearing them saying shit, and I'm like, these motherfuckers don't know that I speak Spanish, man, and I'm hearing everything. So we'll see. It's funny though. It's funny when that happens because they be like, what? Oh my bad. Like you're bad. You said that you said what you wanted to say. And that's okay with me, bro. That's how you feel. But it's good to cut them in the lies. Yeah, man. Because for example, Colombia is rough in Colombia right now, from what I hear. But I don't get the same experience as everybody else when I go to Colombia. When I go to, first of all, my favorite city in Colombia is Bogota. A lot of people hate in Bogota because it's cold. It's kind of ugly compared to Medellin and the other countries in the like Cartagena. What else? Cali. When it comes to those other beautiful countries that they have like the ocean, they have like the mountains and stuff like that. Bogota doesn't have a lot to offer when it comes to that. When it comes to like adventure, when it comes to nature, Bogota is straight up city. city life just like you do New York, you know. So I feel comfortable in Bogota. James Bismarck says, I'm returning to Medellin at the end of this month. That's what I'm talking about, my dude. When I go to Medellin, I feel home. But it's dangerous for other people. For me, I'm home, bro. I don't care what nobody says. Like, I'm home. First of all, I don't deal with this craziness that these people deal with. So I'm cool with it. Second of all, I have friends there, like good friends, people that I know that they know me for years, that that they always looking out for me, man. When I go there on invitation. I just don't pop up. They invite me to go. I come through, and it's like I don't hang out in the same places. I don't go to Parquilleras. If I'm gonna go to that area, I'm gonna go to Provenza. I might go to a couple of spots in Provenza, but I'm not in Parquilleras. There's nothing for me to do there, man. I don't even like it. Never did. So I go to Provenza if I'm gonna go to Poblado. But I'd rather, me personal, I'd rather stay in other parts of Medellin. I don't do Poblado as much. I love Laureles. I stay in Laureles when I go. That's where I stay. I'm walking to La Setenta day and night. They got my food during the day. They got my nightlife at night. They got everything I need. If I get tired of La Calle Setenta, I go to around the park of Laureles. They have like a central park too, where they have like a lot of nice restaurants in that area. So that's the way I do it, man. I go to Envigado too. Envigado be popping. I be hanging out at the malls. That's where you meet the best girls at the malls anyway. So James Bismarck says, I'm a little worried about all the negative news report about tourists getting like all that stuff. Yeah, man. I keep hearing about it, but again, like I don't fear it because I don't roll out in those places. And you know what I'm saying? Like, and anything could happen to anybody, anywhere. You could be in the safest place, and something could happen to you. Like nobody is gonna be exempt from that. You know what I'm saying? But I still don't feel because I just don't navigate through those areas, bro. And it is rough, to be honest. Okay, from the stuff that I've seen, and although travelers commenting and reporting back to us, man, it looks bad. But I'm not concerned about it. I'm not really worried about it because, again, like I'm always chilling with people from Medellin or from Colombia. Like I'm never by myself, and if I'm by myself, I'm in a safe area doing my thing, and I'm easy to move around. Again, I got that Spanish on lock, so I'll be like, zzz. But that doesn't prevent. That's not gonna stop from anything happen. But then again, anything could happen to you anywhere. It could happen in Miami. It could happen in New York. It could happen in freaking Africa, in Europe. It could happen anywhere. So if you're gonna go around thinking that something bad is gonna happen to you, you might as well stay home, lock yourself in a room, and stay there because you could be walking outside of your house and something might happen. So I don't mind. I just gonna do what I do best, protect myself, try to be safe, have my eyes open everywhere I go. I'm from New York, bro, so I always got my eyes open. I'm walking if somebody's coming behind my back, like I'm already maneuvering ways to get away from them or finding out if they after me or after who. Dude, I'm always got eyes everywhere. And again, that still might not prevent something to happen because you just got to do as best as you can to be safe. Use all the rules on the book to be safe as much as possible, but that's still not going to prevent. But you just got to do the best for you to be safe, and you just got to do it because if not, what you're going to do? Stay at home, like in a room? You just got to do what you got to do, and then take it from there. You know what I mean? And then also remember this one thing too. People talk a lot about different countries, about different cultures. And then sometimes when you experience it, you be like, man, but this is not like what I used to hear. Because people were talking a lot of stuff about El Salvador. When I went there, it's one of the safest places I've been to. I had some of the best friends there that they actually introduced themselves to me. They came over to me and like what, like a year and change ago, and now we're like friends. We talk like every week. And this is people that they again, I was just there chilling, and they came over to me like, hey, what you doing there by yourself? You should come hang out with us, man. If I was in another country, I wouldn't want to be by myself. So, come hang out with us. And I went and hung out with them, and we just linked up from there. We connected, and we've been friends ever since. You know what I mean? So, like some of the adventures and some of the experiences you have in this country, but I know the same way bad things happen too. But I just don't go out thinking that something bad is gonna happen to me. I just go positive, and I just try to protect myself and as much as I can. I think that's the best you could do. So with all of that being said, I'm going back to Medellin soon as possible. Even more now that I'm closer. I'm probably gonna go to Medellin soon and report from Medellin again too. Like I'm gonna go and report from there, let you guys know, how to move and check in that, and do your thing in Medellin. If you check out my videos from Medellin, man, I'm gonna put you onto some clubs that regular people don't go, only locals go. Check out some of my content, man. There's a club there, bro. That when I got there that one night, bro, it was like 80% females and like 20% guys. This shit was crazy. And I don't even need that. I don't care. It could be 90% guys and 10% females, and I'm still gonna do what I do. Like I don't care. Like that's not gonna stop me. It just gotta be one or two that I like, and I'm going for them. I don't care. Now, it's bad for me is that if it's 90% females, 10% guys, and none of the females I like, then that's a problem. But as long as there's one girl I like, I don't care. It could be one and everybody else is mad. I don't care. Like I'm having fun because I'm gonna talk to that one. The next man gotta worry about themselves. I know I'm gonna go do what I need to do. Hi, Ara Reyes. How are you? Nice to see some females in the chat. How's it going? I'm over here chatting about some of these countries, man, and the situation that they're going through right now. Hey, yeah, it's a party. It's definitely a party. So James, let me know if you go end of the month. I don't know. I need to go soon, so I don't know. I might go. Maybe I might just go to Medellin probably because I don't have any plans for Easter, and I'm definitely not gonna be able to go to the beach because everything is packed now. It's too late. But Medellin, I might go to Medellin, so I don't know. Let me know if you go. Check me out on IG. Follow me on Bright Harper INTL, and let me know if you go because I might come through. I'm gonna start looking up because I haven't even looked. I'm gonna start looking to see if this where should I go for Easter. Oh, March 28th. That's a good time too. That's definitely a good time. Yeah, man. And I haven't been to Medellin. It's been over almost a year. Oh man, I got some stories about Medellin too. I got some stories. I don't know why, and it's sad that all of this crazy stuff is happening because Medellin is such a cool city, man. The weather is the best. It's the best weather ever. It's like the females are beautiful. The dudes are cool. I mean, or they used to be cool. I don't know anymore. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's nice places to go to, like nice restaurants. I mean, I'm not crazy about the food over there, but there's nice restaurants. Like the clubs is good too. It's definitely a good time. Medellin is a city that has it all. Like, I don't know why they're wilding out with this whole craziness that they're doing over there, man. They're really messing up. If I was in the government, I would definitely like put a stop to that because they're gonna mess up on the tourism, man. And tourism was good. Yeah, man. Medellin is an amazing city to visit. Like, I don't know why they're wilding out. They need to stop it because Medellin is good. It's definitely a good time. James Bismarck says, this will be my fourth time. Race a race in the building. Salute, brother. Salute. What's really good? Man, I'm getting started on this live thing, man. I'm not used to these lives. I normally just do the whole package with all the content, all the editing and stuff. So I'm like, now that I'm staying here in Panama for a while, I'm like, I gotta get into these lives, man, because it takes time to sit down and edit. And when you're living in a different country, there's so much happening that you can't keep up with the editing. You need to do lives and edit at the same time so that you're able to communicate and to report as much as you can from the country that you're at. So it's I need to start getting used to this. Yo, James, so you've been in Medellin 4 times? Shit. Okay, I only been. See, I've been to Medellin 3 times, but the last time I went to, I stayed there for like 3 months, and it was good. Again, I stay far away from all the craziness. Like I stay. The last time I went there, I stayed in Sabaneta, like way far. And I love Sabaneta because you go there to the park. There's like a lot of bars and restaurants around the park. To me, it's a whole different vibe. You don't feel the pressure of Parquilleras or freaking Provenza. It's a whole different vibe. So I'll definitely suggest that people go to these other cities like outside of Medellin. It's not really outside. It's like what, like 20 to 30 minutes, no traffic, and with traffic it gets a little intense. But I mean, it's to me it's better, and you get to meet like real people that are out there, meeting you because of who you are, not because of they see a dollar sign in your forehead or something. James Bismarck says, I visited Cartagena and Santa Marta. Also, I wanted to visit Bucaramanga in the future. Yes. Yes. I heard about Bucaramanga, man. I hear there's some bodies out there. So I mean that's another city that I wouldn't mind visiting too. I've been hearing some great things about Bucaramanga. I think I saw a video from Ace on Bucaramanga, if I'm not mistaken. Those are the cities that we need to start going. We need to start going like outside of freaking Cartagena and the same cities over and over. Like I love Medellin again. Like I said, like that would always be my number one city in Colombia. But I definitely want to go to other cities as well and experience something different. And Cartagena, I don't do Cartagena, my dude. Like it's too much for me, bro. Before I go to Cartagena, I'd rather do Jaco than Cartagena. Jaco Beach in Costa Rica. I had more fun in Jaco Beach than Cartagena, and that's just me. I don't know. Other people might say different, but me, I had more. I mean, and I'm comparing because if you know what I'm talking about, the similarities. If I have to choose one, I would say Jaco. It was nicer than Cartagena, and everything is like right there at your feet. You just come down the lobby and you're good. So I don't know. I think it's better and less of a hassle. You're not hearing. Well, at least I haven't heard anything crazy happening in Costa Rica yet. Hopefully they don't get on the same craziness of that's happening in Medellin. But I'd rather do Costa Rica, Jaco Beach, and it's closer to the U.S. That's another thing. People sleeping on these countries in Central America, and I keep saying it, bro. We're sleeping on Central America. Central America has it all, and is closer to the U.S. So that means that it would be cheaper to travel to. And once you get to these countries, man, the dollar goes a long way. So I'm gonna show it to you guys. I mean, I got it all in my channel. Like I'm gonna show it to you guys. Like, bro, Central America is nice, bro. You need to start going to El Salvador. You need to start going to Guatemala. You need to start going to Costa Rica. Honduras is nice too. Like we need to start going to these countries, man. Like it's not all about the same spot. Costa Rica was fire. That's why I haven't been. I haven't, to be honest, I haven't been to Brazil yet because I'm gonna leave Brazil for last. It's just I don't know. To me, and again, this is my opinion. To me, it's a little overrated. I keep hearing everyone talking amazing things about it, and I don't. And I believe you guys that Brazil is a shit. I get it. It's fine. That's cool. I just gonna leave that for my last country to go because I don't know. I'm not crazy about it. I guess it's because there's so much talk about it that I'm like, I'd rather go visit some of those other countries that people don't really travel as much, so I could create like different type of content. Like I want to go to Bolivia and things like that. And I'm different. I want to go to Venezuela for sure because I mean, if we get to see these Venezuelans like outside of Venezuela looking the way they look, imagine the way they look in Venezuela, bro. So as as soon as I get a freaking, as soon as I get a chance, I'm going to Venezuela with the quickness, man. As soon as I can, I'm hitting Venezuela. No doubt about that. Hopefully sooner than later. That's why I need to work on getting my Dominican passport because I'm gonna start using my Dominican passport to go to those countries that might be harder to go as an American. Because for example, Cuba, and just on that same subject, Cuba, you could go as an American and get your way in there and do everything you do, but you can't even stay in a hotel. You got to stay at Airbnb or a casa, right? Because you are not able to use your credit card. Banks, all these sanctions that they have, the U.S. got on them, the banks doesn't permit for you to use their credit cards in Cuba. But then I could get a credit card from the DR and then use it in Cuba and do more things. Because it's crazy, like every time I've been there like 3 times, and I'm always thinking, what if something happens and I lose my cash? Like you out in a country that's going through a lot right now with no cash, and you're not able to use your card. That's a messed up situation. Because anything can happen. Imagine something like that happen. That's crazy, bro. So I like to be on the safe side and have multiple resources. Of course, you could call the U.S. and have somebody wire you money and Western you Western Union so many to you, but it's better if you are covered, that you cover all your tracks and you're ready when you go to these countries because you never know what's going to happen. And again, like I said before, like, I'm always positive when I go to these countries. I always go with the best intention, but I'm always looking. I got eyes everywhere. I'm looking everywhere. I'm watching out for myself everywhere. I'm trying to be as safe as possible and stay positive. Good vibes always. Oh, I forgot before when I'm changing the subject again. I keep going back and forth. But when I was talking about doing the versus, like Colombia versus DR or Peru versus El Salvador, I got to throw Mexico in there because Mexico, there's so much to do. There's so much to do in Mexico, bro. You could just pick one city in Mexico and compare it to anywhere else in the world. I mean, there's so many freaking people in Mexico and so much to do. You could compare it with anything and everything. And they will still have a chance of winning because Mexico's like that. They got so much going. And if you haven't experienced Mexico, man, as soon as you get a break from work or from wherever you're doing, from school, whatever you're doing, you need to visit Mexico ASAP. I would suggest if it's your first time, start with the tourist cities, like maybe start with Cancun, Playa del Carmen. Tulum is so that it's a little pricier. So if you got your paper right, you could do Tulum. If you're doing okay in life, just do Playa del Carmen. That's in between. It's not super crazy price, and you could find anything. Tulum is pricey, but Playa del Carmen would be good. You could start with Playa, and you'll be fine. And then you need to work your way out, like do those cities throughout the center, like maybe you could do Guadalajara. Guadalajara is a fun one. You could do León. León is another one. Monterrey is really good too. And those are the big cities that you want to do first. Maybe again, then you could go into Mexico City. Because Mexico City is not for everyone. You need to know the places that you want to go. When you go to Playa, Playa is a party. Playa is a vibe everywhere you go. So you don't need to have nobody telling you where to go because you just walk outside of your place and there's something happening. But when you go to Mexico City, you need to know where to go and how to move around. I mean, there's 30 million plus people in that city alone, just in Mexico City alone. So you want to know exactly where you're headed, how to move around, and you should have somebody to connect you there or some type of connect. That's my opinion. I mean, I lived in Mexico City for 3 years plus, and my first, even though that I was working there and I have people, co-workers that were telling me where to go, how to move around, it still took me about a couple of months to really find my spot and meet some people out there on my own. So you're definitely not gonna meet and find your way in a week or two. It's gonna take you some time. Again, it's a huge city. So you wanna make sure that you reach out to people that have been there. Like reach out to me again, check me out on IG, Right Harper ANTL if you need to know anything about Mexico, man. I know Mexico City like I know New York or DR. But again, yeah, like I was saying, that's one of the countries we need to do a versus, but we can't do it as a country. We need to do it we need to pick a city because it's too big of a country to compare with anything else. You need to pick a city. Like we could do maybe Mexico City versus something else, or maybe we could do two cities in the same Mexico. Maybe we could do Mexico City versus Guadalajara or versus Monterrey, or we could do Playa del Carmen versus Bacalar or something like that, or versus Tulum. Because a lot of people are undecided when they talk about not undecided, but it's hard for some people to decide where to go. Like when you're thinking of Tulum, Playa del Carmen, or Cancun, like which would be the best? I would honestly advise you to go to all three of them. Like stop in Cancun for a couple of days if you haven't been, then make your way to Playa del Carmen. It's only 30 minutes or 30 minutes to an hour, depending on traffic. Stay in Playa del Carmen for at least 2 to 3 days, and go to Tulum for a couple of days. Again, it's going to be a little bit more pricey, but stay in Tulum a couple of days and then move your way back. And you could do it all because, I mean, it's only like Tulum, from Playa del Carmen to Tulum, it's about 2 hours. From no, not from I'm sorry, from Cancun to Tulum is about 2 hours and a half, almost three. From Playa del Carmen is about 2 hours, and public transportation is very, very easy to do. Like you could take public transportation easily in that part of the country. Actually, anywhere in Mexico. I mean, but in that part of the country, Quintana Roo is even easier. I don't know if they have Ubers though, because I never taken an Uber. And when you stay eat Playa del Carmen, you don't. I mean, normally if you're going from one end to the other end, you take a taxi. But that's something. I mean, if you've been to Playa del Carmen lately, let me know in the comments if they have Uber. I just like to know that, just for me to know, because I that's another place that I gotta come to visit soon. Also, again, Puerto Escondido, Puerto Vallarta. Oof, again, Mexico got too much. Mexico got too much, bro. And a lot of those places I got them on my channel. So check me out on the channel, man. I got a lot of those places. I got info on all of them. So you already got the info right there, man. You don't have to go too far. I got you. And then if there's any other questions, you just reach out and I will support you with it, man. No problem. Anyways, man, it's been around that time. It's an hour and a couple of minutes live. So I'm gonna keep it short. Thank you guys for joining. Again, I know it's not a lot of people joining, but this is me just getting used to this live thing. Hopefully, in the future, we'll be able to have a bigger crowd. I'm thankful for you guys, anyways. Thank you for coming in, for participating. Good looking out, Ada. Good looking out, James Bismarck. Good looking out, Racer Ray. Thank you for visiting. And everybody else that came through. Kioman, who all came out, Ronald, all of you guys, thank you for joining the live. See you guys on the next one. I'm probably gonna do another one next week, just so that I could get in the habit of doing this, and I'm able to also report. Like this is a faster way for me to report what's happening in Panama and in Central America. Of course, I'm gonna continue doing the other form of content. I'm about to put my first content, because I put out the nightlife. Panama nightlife is out right now. Check it out if you haven't seen it. And then I'm putting my first impression this week coming up. By the end of the week, I'm gonna put out my first impression of Panama, which is gonna cover like from landing on the plane till getting to the Airbnb, to everything, all the information that you need for first visitors and for people that are interested in coming to Panama. All that information is gonna be there. So be on the lookout for that. It's coming out by the end of the week. Without more, talk to you guys next week. Thank you for coming through. All right.